Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Best wishes for all of us. Thank you for the opportunity given to me. Introducing the name Ratih, I will present a paper entitled Public Service Mall in Release Bureaucracy and Reform, Case Study, Public Service Mall in Padang City. Background of study. With the issue of Law Number 25 of 2009 concerning public service, which regulation every activity and the content of meeting the need of the community in accordance with the provision of the applicable law. To release this law, the Minister of Administration Reform and Bureaucracy Reform of the Republic of Indonesia, Arman PRB, has issued Regulation Number 23 of 2017 concerning the implementation of public service malls as a breakthrough and innovation to realize excellent service. The city of Padang, the 11th city to implement the MPP out of total of 18 MPP throughout Indonesia and the first city to implement the MPP in West Sumatra, in line with its issue of Mayor of Padang Regulation Number 54 of 2018. Empirical and theoretical phenomena. 1. Only 4 agents or OPD are open or active out of 60 agents or OPD that should be available on the MPP. 2. There are 2 agents or OPD that have approved the Memorandum of Understanding from 60 available agency or OPD. 3. Insufficient number of available applications, so there is overlap of authority or work. 4. Lack of available authority. 5. Lack of understanding of the implementer of the applicable regulation. 6. Lack of supervision by the PMTSP as a leading sector. The phenomena that occurs in the implementation of the MPP in the city of Padang are in line with Prasuja's statement that the reform of public administration is characterized by the availability of an infrastructure foundation, system capability, and adequate institutional support for other aspects. Reforms in the political aspect are based on political will and political decisions in providing legitimacy. Legal reform is impressed by enforcing the law to protect and provide legal certainty for the citizen. Based on the characteristic of duration reform stated by Prasojo, it is necessary to discuss further about how the implementation of MDPP in the city Padang started from 2018 when it was inaugurated until now, seen from the perspective of the new public service or NPS as the paradigm used the current bureaucracy reform. Research approach and design is descriptive qualitative research. Data collection technique is 1. Interview, 2. Documentation, and informant selection technique is purposive sampling. Result and discussion. The implementation of the public service mall in Padang City has started since the inauguration in 2018 in line with the issue of Padang Mayor Regulation Number 54 of 2018 concerning that implementation of public service malls. There are regulations that regulate the implementation of MPP is under responsibility of the one-stop investment and integrated service office in collaboration with agents that have licensing or non-licensing service under the authority of the central government, regional government, state-owned enterprise, regional-owned enterprise, and private. There are active service at MPP Padang City that can be enjoyed by the community. However, in reality, based on even in the field, there are only 2 OPD and 1 agents until 2020. The average number of service lists per day at the Padang City MPP, there are only 7 active agents in 2018 and 4 active agents in 2017, 2019, as well as 3 agents that are activity in 20. The types of licensing or non-licensing service available by the Padang City MPP in collaboration with 4 agents and 11 OPDs have not run optimal. This relates to the motivation of public service on the each implementer available MPP Padang City, because it's essential the motivation of public service in the motivation or requirement posed by a public employee in devoting himself to providing excellent base service to the community. So, the latter public service motivation or PISM is related to employee performance. There are several variables in the motivation of public service contained in the implementation of public service mall in Padang City. 1. In interest in public making. Interest in making public policy can be seen from the political process in making public policy. Interest in the life of politics, interest in clean process in making public policy. Public service law are regulated in Padang Maya Regulation Number 454 of 2018 concerning that implementation of public service laws. The implementation of the public service laws is based on the wish of the people of Padang City who need fast, easy, and effective service. Then, the Padang City, the MPPTSP, launched the public service as a new breakthrough in public service in the city Padang. Prior to the integration of the public service mall, the Padang City, the MPTSP, is the leading sector, held a meeting with 4 OPD and 11 agents, the which joined MPP, discussing the availability of all agents to provide licensing and non-licensing service. The response of the invite agents agreed to participate in joining in providing service in the same building. In terms for the involvement of the regional government, namely the mayor of Padang. It's marked by participant in the inauguration of the Padang City MPP and has provided a building for the implementation of the MPP Padang City. 2. Commitment. The ability of human resource from the licensing and complaint administration sector is 13 people with details of 8 civil servants and 5 contract employees. The licensing and complaint administration division is the task of acting to head the service in the formulation of technical policies, providing administration service for registration or research of result, providing information and complaint service is the content of the licensing or non-licensing issue process. 3. MPT. The third variable, namely the nature of MPT, can be sent by measure what employees can understand the needs of the community being served. Employees priority community station when providing service, and employees can respond with the issue that our people would not serve well. Employees can serve professionality is because that know those who are served personnel. In the implementation of MPP Padang City, the nature of MPT can be seen from the attitude of the employees who also provide justice to all circles of society, so that they do not discriminate between any community. The nature of MPT give the employees is also framed by preventing people with disability and carrying out licensing and licensing service. The strike of person with disability in obtaining service are often ignored by the implementation, especially service provided in the government preparation. Procurement of elevator and parking of the fourth floor is intended so that people with special needs are not ignored, but also have the same right in obtaining effective and efficient service in accordance with the purpose of establishing MPP in Padang City. It can be said from the result of expression and interviewing research, the Padang City MPTSP as the leading sector in implementation of MPP has been able to recreate MPT and crying out the objective in the MPP policy as available. One is courage, effective, and efficient. 4. Self-sacrificial attitude. The attitude of self-sacrifice can be measured by prioritizing tasks and work to serve the community rather than in personal interest, and employees who can provide the best service without expecting compensation in the form of reward. Time resources relate to service time provided by MPP Padang City in serving the community. MPP Padang City and realize effective and efficient service in accordance with the object of the establishment of the MPP has a set completion time for the time of application and submit until the completion of service. Conclusion. The presence of the MPP is aligned with the principle of the New Public Service or NPS, which records orientation regarding the position of citizen. The presence of MPP is also a new phase of bureaucratic reform in accordance with aspect of public administration, political aspect, and legal aspect. The third aspect can be measured for the concept of public service motivation. Measured from the available of interest of public policymaker, policy implementation, MPP Padang City have proven their interest with the issue of Padang Maya Regulation Number 54 of 2018 concerning the implementation of public service laws as joining 11 OPD and 5 agents in Padang City. The second variable is the commitment of implementation public policy. Commitment in organizing public service laws is seen from the availability of human resource, budget, and available facility. The study found that the lack of human resource, budget, and facility available at MPP. The third variable, namely the nature of MPT. MPP Padang City has provided special service from people with disability, but in terms of accessibility and procedure. The success of the implementation of the MPP can not only be measured by the variable of public service motivation, but also by external factors such as environment condition. Thank you. The result of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.